Hi, Mama. Welcome to day 2 of Revolution Week. I hope that you had fun playing with the concepts of your transverse abdominals yesterday. Today, we are going to build on that. We are taking those concepts and we are going to get down on the floor and we are going to strength train you, which means we are going to use them. So grab a hand towel, find a place on the floor, and I will see you in a sec. So have a seat. You can roll through your side and come on down to your back, okay? So what I'm gonna do is actually roll my mat up so my feet are out here on the ground, and I'm gonna put my towel out here on the ground because I'm gonna use it in a minute, okay? But the first thing I'm gonna do is find essentially the squat that we were in on the wall on your back. So feet are on the ground. You're now in your nice parallel tracks. They're a little wider than we were just doing. And I want you to think about that pelvic corridor line. Notice, do you feel your back body on the ground the way you felt it on the wall? That you have your pelvis nice and neutral. My shoulder blades are down to the ground. There's a small arched and lift space in my low back. That's the natural curvature of the spine. And then we're just gonna take a moment without changing where the shoulders are, rolling the pelvis up and back. My butt is staying on the ground. I'm just continuing this relationship of movement. Like, oh, I can move my pelvis. Good. Now I'm gonna take my hands down to my low belly. Pelvis is neutral, meaning my pubic bone is gonna point down to the ground. And then I'm gonna take a breath and I'm gonna go to what I call the pelvic corridor. So we're gonna go to these transverse abdominals, this lifted feeling right from here, but I'm gonna add the vaginal wall. Here's how I want you to imagine it. You're lifting and squeezing a tampon while you're trying to zip up your pants. Let that work on you for a second. Hands down to your low belly, big breath in. Exhaling, lifting up through the pelvic corridor. So vaginal wall, up, up, up. Notice as you start to zip up, what else starts to turn on? This is starting to learn your compensation patterns. Does your groin turn on, these muscles? Does your hip and pelvis line turn on? Do you feel a really strong grip right here inside of your hip bones, but not really in the middle belly? Do you feel everything up here go nuts? This is information so that when you're going and zeroing in on muscles that are weaker than the surrounding muscle groups, but we want to strengthen the weaker groups, you can notice, oh, I felt my jaw turn on. Relax, let it go, come back, try again, okay? That's repatterning and re-strengthening. So back to work. Shoulder blades to the ground, booty to the ground. Your legs are parallel, your feet are steady on the ground. Breathe into your hands. 5 of these. You're gonna exhale like you're blowing out a candle and feeling that pelvic corridor. So up and in. You can feel it go right up through the middle and then release. Expand, exhale. Up through the middle, expand and release. Exhale. 2 more. Start to feel that lift through the middle. Last one. Use your hands at the bottom of this exhale and feel what is. Feel that little bit of tension down the midline, right? There's a yes happening in these muscles. And then release from there, shake your booty out. Now, you're gonna take that towel underneath the ball of your right foot. So we're gonna now that we've engaged the transverse abdominals, we're gonna work on bracing and maintaining that brace. So keeping the groin soft, shoulders down, big breath in, exhale, scooping up and in. Hold on to it. Feel with your fingers. Start to lift the right heel. Slide the right foot forward. Pull these muscles in. Back up and pull the leg back. Reset. Pulling up and in. Slide forward. Pull in again. Slide back. 5 of those. That was 2. Big breath. You breathe, engage, then move, breathe. Engage, move, call it back from here, not from out here. Again, breathe in. It takes discipline to make sure you're working from the muscles you want to cultivate. Come forward, shoulders down, pull in, pull back. Put your heel down. lose the towel actually for a moment. 2 feet on the ground, big breath in. I want you to change the direction of your contractional vision. Now we're lifting up and in, but we're also thinking these 2 muscles from inside of the hip bones are going to tighten like a little seatbelt, okay? So big breath in, tightening, that seatbelt across. My right knee goes out about 45 degrees. Pull the belly button in and call it back up. Up and in, pelvic corridor, big breath in. Vaginal wall into that zipper. 2 muscles between your hip bones tightening and coming back up. Now we're gonna try to hold the brace and move the leg 3 times without resetting. Big breath in. Pelvic corridor, inner hip bone to inner hip bone. 1, pull in. 2, my hips are not moving. My left waist is steady. My left knee is staying steady and released. Really nice. Going over with the towel to the left foot. Big breath in. If you're feeling your low back, 2 things. Throw a blanket or a towel under there. Other thing, notice that as you're trying to activate the front, which is weaker, the back is gonna wanna go like this to help, okay? I want you to notice when you feel your back grip, you've gone too far. Less is more. So if 100% effort is like you're crushing everything, I want you working around 30% effort right now, okay? Okay, so from there, nice big breath in. Exhaling. Lifting the heel, find that midline. Feel that zipper, internal and external, meaning vaginal wall and the zipper of the pants. Shoulders are down, pull in, call it back in. Put big breath in. Resetting. Resetting between the reps strengthens your mind's ability to get that muscle. It's called a neural pathway. It's making it easier for your brain to turn those muscles on quicker. Okay, big breath in. Exhaling. And notice with each reset, there's a little bit more of a yes in the layers of the abdominal wall. Big breath in. Release. That releases any tension as well. Exhale. Lifting. And back in. One more. Big breath in. Pelvic corridor, shoulders down, pull it in. Try to do 3. Up. 2. Up. 3. Up and heel down. Let the towel go for a moment. Reset, shake your booty. Big inhale. Exhaling. Feeling that lift up and in. Ribs are down, shoulders are down. My left leg is going out as I tighten that seatbelt between my 2 hip bones. My hips aren't moving. Call it back up. Thinking also about this waist above the hip can be helpful. Keeping your shoulder blades down to the ground so that you really feel that outer right waist activate a little more. Pulling in, call that knee back up. Shake the booty if you feel your back. Big breath in. Pelvic corridor. Shoulders down. You're going out and up 3 times. Let's see. 1, calling it. 2, calling it. 3, and you're there. Really nice. Shake your booty for a second. Go ahead and grab that towel. I'm just grabbing it up. I'm going to stick the towel now behind my low back. Okay, just gives my sacrum a little bit of extra padding. If you already have a blanket in there, cool, you don't need the towel. So nice big breath in. My feet are in parallel. We are now going to be doing leg lifts. So I call these deadlifts for your abs. The deadlift weight is the weight of your legs. So it's going to want to come from right here in the hip. Be prepared for that. We're asking the call of strength to be higher up within your transverse abdominals. So we've done 2 directions. We've done that lift up and in. We've done this side to side. Okay, it's normal if you can get a little bit of a yes from one or the other and not really from the other direction. The cueing can be very personal, and the more you practice, the easier it gets and the more of a yes from multiple muscle groups you'll get at the same time. So this really is a practice and the habituation of these muscles, okay? The more you show up, the more they're gonna show up for you. So hands down to your low belly. Big breath in. I want you to think up and in pelvic corridor. So that's scooping. I use my fingers. Like I help my muscles find the direction they want to go in. It's gentle. It's like up and in. Good. Now from there, kind of feel around. You got anything? Big breath in. Exhaling up and in. Now, pull the belly in as you lift your right leg. Don't let it go. Control it as you put it down. Again, breathe in. Scooping up and in. Up and back down. This is walking. This is climbing stairs. The call and response is abs engage through breath. The leg moves. There it is. Big breath. Exhale, blow out that candle. Zip up and in. Call the leg up and down. 2 more. Leg up, leg down. Notice what's happening on the left side. It's not moving. Again. Up and down. Last one. And down. Shake your booty, other side. Big breath. Feel around. Make sure that you're a little bit released, not getting too grippy in the inner groin. Shoulder blades back down, ribs are down. Big breath. Left. One side's going to be harder than the other. That's normal. Left side tends to be a little harder to engage. Add an extra little layer of awareness on this side. We're zipping up and in. Think about the left ribs just gently coming down. And it's going to help you feel a little bit more of the front body. Try that again. Big breath in. The left ribs tend to chronically be very spread out. Postpartum, whatever stage postpartum you are. Exhale. Pull down. Lift. And back down. Good. One more big breath in. And back down. Now we're going to go for a challenge. Both knees are up. Your feet dangle down to your butt. Bring your knees together. If you want to stick the towel back in there, you can, if that helps you really feel solid. You can imagine it's there though. From here, you've got your groin nice and soft. Shoulder blades are down. You're going to take a big breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to go ahead and slide your right leg down. Come back up. Left leg down. Come back up. We're keeping the legs gliding against each other. Okay, so this is the motion. Now let's do it with breath. Big inhale, pelvic corridor, vaginal wall, zipping up the pants, side to side like a little buckle between your 2 front hip bones, and you're pulling up against the weight of the leg moving down. Pull in to call the leg back up. Shoulder blades down. Here we go. We've got gravity on your side. We are going to continue alternating. Your job is to notice with your fingers if you've lost the tension in your muscles. When that happens, you stop and you reset. We have 5 more sets. I'm going to reset. Big breath. Here we go. Right, shoulder blades down. Left, zipping up the pelvic corridor. You may start to feel a little more of the pelvic floor naturally lifting because the transverse abdominals anatomically connect to the pelvic floor. When your transverse abdominals engage up and in, they lift the pelvic floor. It's why you don't have to go nuts on Kegels, right? We do a little vaginal wall strengthening, but the rest of the pelvic floor can generally work well and be rehabilitated by working the transverse abdominals. I'm running out of breath. Big breath in. Big exhale, hug your knees into your chest and rock a little side to side from there. Really nice. You're going to go ahead and roll to your side and come on up to sit. So last thing we're going to do is actually finding this in a new relationship to gravity. I'm just going to unroll my mat here. In a new relationship to gravity, okay? Seated. So I'm going to do feet together, knees open. You're going to come up onto your sit bones and rock a little side to side. Now, this is a new position of really asking for length down the groin and strength from the core. Imagine the wall is still behind you or the ground is still behind your back. My feet are way far away from my groin. I'm not trying to stretch my hips. I'm giving myself a chance to release right here and engage right here. Hold on to your ankles, relax the shoulders, but also feel that posture like you're leaning against the wall. Big breath in, lift up and in. 5 of these. Big breath in, up and in. Here we go. 2 more. Last one. Hold it, contract, round forward. Keep pulling the belly button in as you round forward. And roll yourself on up as you breathe in. Reset. Exhale, lift up. round forward, exhaling, exhaling, exhaling. I want you to feel the relationship between your back lengthening, your abs contracting. Now to sit up, use your back, lengthen the front. One more. Up and in. Pull the belly button in, zip up those tight pair of pants, let the back lengthen, use the back, come up to sit. Really, really nice. Relax the hips, kind of feel around in there for a second, okay? Now, your mindfulness homework as you go into the next few days, I want you to think about what we just ended on, that you can engage your pelvic corridor up and in, and that it helps you work your front and back together simultaneously. So this is your momming, right? You're bending over the crib. You're bending over the sink to wash your face. You're bending over to pick something up off the ground. What I want you to think about is, do I have an up and in? Do I have activation? Am I zipping up my pants? And do I feel my back able to lengthen? Or is my back gripping for dear life like it's preparing to be crushed, okay? We want to feel length, and then the back does work to lift you back up. All right, so that's your transverse abdominal kind of 101 moment. I want you to take this with you into your week, play with it. It's about education, repetition. It's never about perfection. It will never be perfect. It's never perfect in my body, okay? Have a great time playing with it. Notice how things change for you and shift for you in your day-to-day life as you're reincorporating this central part of your core. And I will see you soon. Have a great day. Well done. Tomorrow we are picking up where we left off, and we are going to take your activated glutes and begin to burn them out with floor work. See you then.